Come in, come in.
Hello.
How's it going? Sven Cruz, the CEO of China Shipping. Nice to meet you. Go ahead, sit down, please, please. Okay, I just want to let you fill you in a little bit about who I am. I'm the CEO of China Shipping. I look over, or I'm not. I look over everything that's going on throughout the company. And right now, I'm not too happy about what's been going on. So I'm personally looking for interns for this company. So I would like to start. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I graduated at Hans University in the Netherlands. It's in Groningen, it's the north part of the Netherlands. And in this study there's an internship implemented as well, which I did.
What was the internship that you did?
In Copenhagen.
Copenhagen. Okay, nice. Yes.
For the company Maersk. I don't know.
Yes. I know them. A competitor of ours.
I know that's the reason why I was before a bit like, maybe I shouldn't say it, but yeah, it's a competitor, I know. And if you would ask me now why you choose your company, that would be a reasonable question.
Yeah, well, please go ahead, tell me.
Well, since I read the news and I saw already what's going on.
Okay. Yeah.
Maersk and had an idea of what I was expecting from a company, and Maersk really couldn't fulfill it. The working environment is, well, it's not a nice environment for somebody to work. The people are stressed out. There's expected a lot from you. You have to work overtime, which is not a problem. Just make
yes, I wanted to let you know this job is stressful.
Definitely,
and you might
problem,
have to work overtime.
But the problem is if the company is not appreciating it the way, sometimes you need some nice words. It's not necessary to give you something huge in my perspective, but it's just some nice words, and this really wasn't the case at Maersk. So I decided definitely not going to Maersk, but I read a lot about your company since till now you have one of the biggest ships.
Yes, we do.
And I mean it's just impressive how a ship works, and I'm used to see this ship because I'm originally from Germany, Hamburg, and this ship is passing by once or twice a year in Hamburg, and every time I see this I just have this feeling this company must be so huge and must be so good with networking and organizing everything, because if you see the ship it's impossible. It's impossible. It's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hotels.
Yes, it's quite large. Now, I have a question back to your school. You said that you graduated from Hansa. What kind of school activities did you do there?
Well, I studied international business and management, and school activities related to school unions, or are you more about the subjects?
More activities, so unions, sports.
Okay. Well, at Hansa we have the IBCU union, which I didn't apply for. And now, of course, you could ask why not, because it's social. No, it's not the reason, because there are a lot of German people in it, and I thought, okay, coming to the Netherlands, I would like to see different nationalities. That's the reason why I'm here.
No.
And they're mainly Germans, and I thought, okay, it's a nice thing, but then I would rather do something else. So what I did, I worked, started as a dishwasher in a restaurant. Was difficult time because we are not getting used to this.
Yes.
And then you have to start from the scratch, so to say, and was totally new experience, and I really appreciate now a job which is fulfilling me, which is giving me a lot, only by having an office.
Well, which school activity did you actually enjoy then?
School activities, I really enjoyed everything related with presentations and communicating with other nationalities. So international communication and business, this was one subject, and people management we had. And we had one course called career training development, so this showed you how we should prepare for these kind of interviews. So I really like these kind of subjects till it showed me what I'm good in it, and I'm good in talking with other nationalities.
So would you say is that the reason why you chose that study?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
One main reason.
And what was one of your favorite courses then within your study?
If I have to pick one course, I mean, I was half a year in Argentina, Mendoza, and we had a course. It's about wine marketing.
Okay.
This was pretty interesting. But back at Hansa, I would say maybe the first year we had some projects, BPP, this business plan project. This was kind of interesting. This was huge, and we had no idea the people were working together. We had no idea about the other person, and it was difficult at the beginning to just start because you have to motivate each other. You have to know each other, who's leading, who's staying a bit in the back and just watching what the others are doing. So it was a difficult situation.
And what did you find is your least favorite course? Was it mathematics, or what is a course that you didn't appeal to you very much?
Since I chose to study because I read already about all the courses or most of the courses, and I talked to some people who were studying here, I knew that it would be no course I really don't like. But if I have to name one course which for me was a bit, sorry to say, a bit silly in the way of structured, we had a lot of, that's like professional development. I would see it rather as a waste of time. For other people it's helpful because of different cultures, you learn cultures and it's really important, but it's more like you have to figure out who you are, what are your strengths, your weaknesses, and I did this a couple of times before.
No, I understand.
So this was
you mentioned that you went to Argentina for a study exchange. Would you say that you like to travel then?
Yes, definitely. I like to travel. I like to travel around. But, just to say it, I really like to travel around, but I guess there will be a time, and that's for everyone, let's say 40, 50, 60, I don't know, that you say, no, it's enough with traveling around.
No.
But for now, I'm open. I mean, I'm young, I can do it, I feel good, I feel healthy, and my family appreciate it as well.
Okay, and alright then. Well, how do you spend your holidays? Do you do your traveling then, or how exactly do you spend them?
Holidays. Let me remember when I had my last holidays. Since I used most of my holidays to work, so otherwise it wouldn't be possible to go abroad or to have this study because education is expensive. My last holidays, if I remember correctly, was 2009, maybe even 2008, and I just spent them with staying in my city and doing just normal things like following my hobbies, which is swimming, tennis, soccer, and just a bit reading and enjoying the day. Okay. Nothing really huge.
Okay. Now, because this is logistics, what do you find as a disadvantage of this chosen field?
A disadvantage? I mean, a lot of people say traveling is a disadvantage, but I would see this as an advantage. Right now, to think about it, a disadvantage is difficult. I don't see personally a disadvantage of these jobs. If you ask me about advantage, I could give you a list. So maybe a disadvantage could be, for me personally, that I have to learn a new language because I'm not that good at learning languages. Yes. I speak already 4 languages, and I think another language wouldn't be a problem, but it takes some time for me.
Yes. Okay. What qualifications, in your opinion, make you to be successful in this field?
Qualification which makes you successful in this field. Flexible.
Okay.
Sometimes even patient. You need patience for some situations. To calm down in stressful situations which you have to have a clear mind when you make decisions, but maybe are about contracts or something, which are huge numbers. And you have to figure out, okay, what's the best way for the company?
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you have to be ethical and moral about this. I think this is really important, since it's not all about money. I know this, your company, your money, but put it that way, we should also think about ethical aspects and morals, and I think this is seldom in this business that people are thinking about this. Of course, you need decent education. Doesn't matter now which university, which degree. It shouldn't be applied to the logistic field. Of course, it should be related to business. This goes without saying, but I guess you just need to really like this job. If you really have fun and you like it, and that's what I learned in my internship, it doesn't matter if you have to work overtime, because you make your job to a hobby. And that is what I would like to do. I would like to see it later on as a kind of hobby, which is good paid.
Yeah. Well, okay. I like your answer so far. You're giving me a clear overview of what kind of person you are. Let's see what kind of people you like to work with. What kind of boss, or what type of boss do you prefer?
A boss who's supporting me. A boss who knows what he has about me. Somebody who...
Well, 1 second. What happens if the boss isn't supportive?
That's a situation when as I said, you need to have fun and you need to like your job. This situation could turn easily to a situation of a bad culture within this environment, this working environment. Because if you have a boss who is showing you the cold shoulder and telling you, oh, I'm not really interested in what you are doing, I'm just giving you what you have to do, and please...
Well, what if he were to force you to do overtime? How do you feel about doing overtime?
As I said, I generally have no problems with overtime as long as I like the job. But if he forces me, and I think he's just forcing me and not giving me anything, no good feedback or bad feedback whatsoever, he's not showing that he knows that I have a hard time, then I would try to have a talk with him, just telling him what I feel, because I think he should know about this as a supervisor. Otherwise, he can't change it.
Okay. All right. This is a good answer then. How well do you get along with your colleagues and supervisors then?
So far, I haven't had any problems. I know that I'm sometimes, if people are not really making progress and not working really efficient, I could be a bit forcing. But I'm a person who's like, telling them, maybe we should have a deadline tomorrow so you get this done and I'm getting this done.
Yes.
So we are on track. And this way I might be a bit forcing, but I guess it's fair enough. I mean, there's a point when you have to get things done.
Yeah.
And I would like to get things done as soon as possible, because I don't want to have it on the last thump and then, the night before. No, that was back in school. A lot of people did that. I didn't enjoy this. But if this is a situation, of course, and there's no other way out, I would do it as well. There's no problem. But as long as I'm open-minded, I'm open to other cultures, I'm listening to other cultures, but I might sometimes try to lead a group.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. So then, in other words, you say you have good communication skills.
Yes, I would say, from my experience, people enjoy being in a group with me, not because I'm special or different than other people, because just I'm open to their opinion, I'm listening, and I try to be productive at the same time, try to give them some input, what I think would be good for the process.
Could you give me a situation that you've done this at, a scenario?
Yes, the Hansa University, and this, I guess you could see this already on my resume. After the Hansa University, I was for, let's say, 8 months, did an internship. And this was not with Maersk, this was a different company in Germany, Hapag-Lloyd it's called. It's a huge company. and there we had a situation where I had to work with other cultures about a serious problem, and we had to solve it. And I had no idea about the other people. I haven't seen them before.
Okay.
And we were in a situation to just get along with each other and try to solve the problem.
So you have strong work ethic as well. Well, do you have any computer skills? Because this job is extremely computer heavy.
Yes, I have computer skills.
What programs are you?
I learned to use SAP. It's a program for customer relationship.
Okay.
But I'm the basics. I would say I'm not a computer nerd, so to say, but I know the basics. I mean, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, we all know this. This I'm familiar with. I know the basics. I know how to work with. But if to have to describe myself, I would describe myself more like a person who likes to have the individual talks, and I'm not so into the computer area, because I think it's more important to talk to people instead of writing emails.
Yes, but with this company, you will have quite a lot of time on a computer. Okay, so let's see. You're flexible. You're adaptable. Let me see how your problem-solving skills are. I'm going to give you a scenario, and we'll see how you do. We have a company in Mexico that is late on the delivery for us. There is a legal problem that the papers aren't filled out, and the reason for it being is that the employee that was in charge of it was fired. How do you fix this problem?
First I have to know, are we present in this country?
No, we're in China.
Just in China, okay. So no subsidiary, because I know that you have a lot of offices, but I had no idea if you have there an office. First of all, I would try to get all information about the person who got fired, about what he has done so far. Then I would contact our legal department, trying to get somebody who could explain me what the situation is, what can be done, so that I know what my legal situation is. And then I would go that night, I would book a flight, go over there, stay in contact with the legal department here, and would try to get a translator if necessary, since I speak Spanish, so it wouldn't be a problem. But if it's about legal terms, it might be more helpful to have somebody who's translating it. And then I would go there and would make sure that we solve this problem within a day, because I know time is money, and money, we don't have enough of it.
Yes, yeah, always. Well, this I think that'll be enough for this interview. There is going to be a second interview that we go ahead and if you make the cut, which I will be honest with you, you did quite well. If you make the cut, then we'll interview you another time, and if you make that we find you are a good candidate, then we'll send you through a process, and everyone will be ciphered out. So there will only be 2 candidates to actually make it, and right now you're out of 200. So, but your chances are looking quite well.
Okay, thank you very much.
For the time being though, I think that is all, and hopefully you'll hear back from me next week.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.